and I really saw that it was awkward, so I've been trying to work on that.
Okay.
I think I did a little better on that, but then the legato, I kind of got what I wanted, but I don't think I conducted what I wanted.
Okay.
So this is interesting.
Yeah, and that's one of the, you deal with one of the most difficult things to deal with when you just look at yourself and you think, okay, that just looks awkward. I'm going to try to not make that awkward, and that's tough to do, because then we're trying to do something, and usually trying to do something makes it awkward. You know, it's like approaching someone you want to ask out on a date. You know, all of a sudden you can't like say words, and you put the most awkward sentence together because for the first time since you learned to speak, you're like trying to talk, and all of a sudden it just comes out awkward. So that's a rub. You know, I'm going to try hard not to be awkward. One of the texts states that, you know, the whole idea of even trying actually is a negative thing. You hear that when you're a kid, you know, just go out there and try, and it's sort of personified in a positive way. But the research and people that study the brain point out that if you're really trying to do something, if you're constantly on trying it, you're really paying a lot of attention to the possibility you're going to fail. You know, that's why Yoda had it right. You know, do or do not. Just do or do not. You know, so if you're standing there thinking I'm going to try really hard, and that, I mean, we can all put ourselves in that position behind our instrument. You know, I'm going to try really hard to play in tune. Well, we're probably going to struggle. I'm going to try really hard to play that high note. You're probably going to use too much big muscles and not little muscles, and not depend on your air, and you're going to pinch and force, and then things are going to probably not work out. So the best thing I think you can try and do, there's that word again, is to do what feels naturally correct to the inner musician. And then, you know, the grad nine will help you with whatever little facility here or there. But remember that it's so, especially as a trombone player, you move your right arm while you play. You know, there's a lot of reasons why there's so many trombone player conductors, and maybe most important is because there's no jobs for trombone players, so they just have to become conductors. But maybe the other part is that they're just God's wonderful people. But number three, perhaps, could be that they're used to using their arm in a rhythmic kind of a manner while playing some music. So you're used to doing that. You're just not used to what it feels like to have this stick in your hand and not that horizontal stick connected to the slide. Okay, so I suppose my advice is don't try so hard. Relax and breathe. Let your arm do what it would naturally do, and then these guys and I will help you with what might make it a little bit better, but you'll probably get some better results. So just let it be and see what happens. Okay? All right, so now clear your head. Remember your plan. If you're, whichever style you're going to do first, whichever style you're going to do second, how you're going to approach your release, and then just take a deep breath and fire. And then let it go how it's going to Now, you got to breathe to play the trombone.